Hi everyone, Pastor Del here, Dr. Del here, Steps to Marriage. Step number 14. Please check out two of my books, Premarital Questions and the Compatibility Test. Two people want to get married. Both of you buy one copy each, do a test, and see which areas you're compatible in and which areas you're incompatible. It could also help you get a score, 50%, 60%, 70%, 40%. I wouldn't advise you to get married if it's less than 40%, if it's less than 50% actually. Quick recap, we've been looking at steps to marriage, but today we're looking at the step 14, the step of a marriage counselor. A marriage counselor can help all these various steps. So I'll look at all the steps in part A. The first step is the step of mutual love and attraction. A marriage counselor can go through a compatibility test book. They could look at various questions and they could tell that this is in mutual love. One person is in love, whilst the other person just wants money or papers based on their behavior, based on the fact that only one person has been contributing to this relationship. Step number 2, the step of good character, good attitude. A marriage counselor can help to spot in premarital counseling that this person doesn't have good character, this person doesn't have good attitude. Their behavior shows they do not have good attitude. Their character, if you look at the past, in the past they've cheated people, they've used people. In this relationship, they take money from you, they give nothing back in return. This person doesn't have good character, good attitude. They're like Delilah, they're treacherous, they're a user, they're a manipulator, they're disloyal, they're unfaithful, they're greedy for money, they can do any immoral thing for money. Step number 3, the step of right motives and intentions. A wise person with life experience, a marriage counselor, can tell that this person's motives and intentions aren't really love. They just want papers or money or something quickly. A marriage counselor can also help with step number 4, the step of common interest. They can ask questions. What are your common interests? Apart from premarital sex and things like that, what are your recreational common interests? Do you both enjoy the same sports, the same music? Do you both enjoy picnics? Do you both enjoy eating the same food? They could help the couple tell whether or not they have common interests. The marriage counselor can ensure that the couple do a compatibility test. They do not compare, like maybe in two different rooms or opposite side of the room, and they could help score it. I have a book, compatibility test, and they could tell whether or not this potential couple are compatible. A marriage counselor can help with understanding. Do you understand each other? Do you understand the person's temperament? Are they choleric, melancholic, sanguine, phlegmatic? What are the advantages and disadvantages? Can you take the disadvantages of the person's temperament? Maybe a choleric, they're very controlling. Can you be with a controlling person? A phlegmatic, they're very slow at doing things. Can you handle being with someone that does things slowly? A marriage counselor can help with prayers and peace in the heart. A marriage counselor can talk about after the wedding, can talk about compromise, can talk about commitment, can talk about right behavior and loving behavior. What is acceptable and unacceptable behavior? A marriage counselor can talk about needs and expectations before the wedding and even after the wedding. What are your needs? What are your expectations? Are they reasonable? A marriage counselor can help with that. A marriage counselor can help with growing together. A marriage counselor can help with what? Step number 13, preventing resentment, bitterness, and unforgiveness. So my advice is, before going down the wedding aisle, go for a marriage counselor. The Bible says what it says: with the multitude of counselors, plans succeed. So one marriage counselor in church with qualification, one with qualifications that might not be in church. Some people have friends and relatives that give them advice. You have to be careful with that. So go for professional counselors. The Bible says again, where good counsel exists, plans succeed, in Proverbs. I thank you for listening to this message. Please like, please share, please subscribe, please follow. Thank you. Please leave a comment.